Hi everyone, Coach Ewan here. I hope we all had a superb weekend, got up to lots of fun things, got outside a little bit too. It was awesome to see you all at Team Wild on Saturday, those who joined us. And yeah, I hope we're ready to have an awesome new week here. We got a fun day for you today and the rest of the week as well. So let's get after it. A few housekeeping things, make sure we're checking those emails. We got interactive town hall meetings on Tuesdays. We got that mobility session on Thursdays, yoga on Sundays. What else do we have? We got children's classes Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then we, as always, have our classes from 5 a.m., noon, and 5 p.m. If you're going to attend one of those classes, no need to watch this. Otherwise, ask us if you have any questions for the workout today, and let's have a good one. First of all, question of the day is, what is your favorite summer activity? Mine's maybe grilling outside. Bunch of friends, family, grilling, chatting. What's not to love about that? Good food as well. Today, we have a warm-up, 30 seconds of air squats, Spiderman, push-up to down dog, shoulder taps, good mornings, and burpees. We're going to do that for 2 rounds. Then, since it's a Monday, we got a leg-focused pre-WOD today, working on that strength and stability a bit as well. We have 20-minute time cap, trying to get 4 to 5 rounds with emphasizing quality and form. We have curtsy and lifts, 10 on each side. I'll show you what those are. And then we have wide squats for 10 reps. And then we have single Romanian deadlifts, 10 alternating or 5 on each side. Then we got a really cool WOD for you today called Look Ma, No Hands. It is a 12-minute AMRAP of clean and jerks and hand release push-ups. It's an ascending ladder, so we do 1 clean and jerk, 1 hand release push-up, 2, 2, 3, 3, so on, so forth, for 12 minutes. You're gonna love it, promise. So, start off with warm-up movements. We got 30 seconds of each of these movements, 2 rounds in total. Starting with lovely air squats. Just to get warmed up, we go nice and slow. Start with chest up, knees tracking toes, push up that ground. Next, we have Spiderman. Let's do alternating today. Forearm on the floor, rotate up, opening up those hips, opening up the back. Then we'll switch legs, get the same movement there, alternating every time for 30 seconds. Then we'll stay down here for a push-up down dog. Stretching out those calves at the top. Peeling up if we need to for a scaling option. There. Next, we're going to hold that high plank position and get shoulder taps. Try to keep those hips nice and still. We're going left hand, right shoulder, right hand, left shoulder. We'll come back up and do some good mornings. Hands on hips, behind the head, whatever is more comfortable. Soft bend in the knees. Send those hips straight back to the wall, keeping our chest proud. Snapping the stand. Send those hips back, feeling a stretch in your hamstring, and then standing it up, squeezing your butt at the top. Then we're going to finish our warm-up with 30 seconds burpees. Coming down, chest on the floor. Coming up, hips come through, nice wide stance. Jump and clap at the top. some scaling options as always. You can do those step backs and up, or just step backs, step ups as well. 30 seconds each, 2 rounds. Moving on to our pre-WOD, leg focused, really on that quality. So 4 to 5 rounds, 20 minutes, 3 different movements. Our first movement is a curtsy squat with a lift or with a step up. So we're going 10 on each side. We can do this without weight. Get that curtsy squat. Chest is up. Knees at 90-degree angles. And I'm coming up. And the leg that was behind me is now coming up. So curtsy squat. Drive off that front foot. 10 on that side. And then 10 on the other side. I'm really engaging my core here, squeezing my butt as I push the ground away from my heel. Got 90 degrees, 90 degrees, and pushing up. If we want, we can add weight here in that goblet position. I'll show it from the side this time. Down and up. We need to reset, we can. Otherwise, we're going right through, if possible. Still a squat, so my knee's still tracking my toe here. Actively pushing it out as I step up. That is our first movement, 10 on each side. Then we're going into wide squats. So get nice outside of shoulder here. Squeeze that butt, engage that core. Hips back and down to as low as we can in that good bottom of our squat, pushing straight up. Nice proud chest, feeling it in my glutes and quads, pushing straight back up. Add weight, have it in that goblet squat. I've also kind of got my feet pointed out a little more than usual. Straight down, straight up. Ten in total there. Excuse me. Then our last movement of the pre-WOD is going to be alternating single leg Romanian deadlifts. These need quite good mobility, stability, balance for this. But what I really think about pushing that front. Let me start again. Really thinking of pushing that foot that's on the ground, pushing it on the ground as hard as we can. That leg starts straight back behind us. Got the soft bend in the planted leg. Coming down while keeping our chest up. Feeling a stretch in my hamstrings. Squeezing my butt to stand. Then we're switching legs. Feeling a stretch there. Squeezing to stand. Similar to our good mornings. We're going single leg. Lost my balance there. Back up. Trying to keep that chest up. 5 each leg. 10 in total. We can add weight if we are able to at the goblet position, or we can go overhead as well, like we would have a barbell. There. Or if it's easier to have it in front of us, I like this one better. Using that other hand to balance, like so. That's our pre-WOD today. Again, 10 curtsy squats with those lifts, 10 each leg. Moving into 10 total wide squats, and then 10 alternating, or 5 on each side, single leg Romanian deadlifts. We'll catch our breaths as I'm doing right now, get some water, and then we'll go into our WOD. Look ma, no hands. So we got 12-minute AMRAP of clean and jerks and hand release push-ups. So, start off with those clean and jerks. We'll warm up with 5 deadlifts on each side. Chest, hips rising at the same time. Pushing that floor away. 5 each side. Next, we're gonna add shrug and high elbow to that deadlift. So we get to our hips, shrug, high elbow, 3 on each side. There. Next, we're going to go into that clean. So same motion, and then catching ourselves in that quarter squat. Get 2 on each side. There. And then we'll warm up the jerk part of this movement. Dip down 2 inches, push that weight overhead, catching it in that quarter squat. Nice strong core. Squeeze your butt to stand. Motion finishes when those hips on that standing position. And then we'll just put those together for the clean and jerk. Again, we can get some alternating here. Keep that chest up. Core nice and tight, finishing as a standing position. Alternatives for that today are going to be goblet squats. There. Instead of that clean and jerk, or we can also come from a hang position for mobility reasons. We can't come from the ground. There. Our second movement is going to be hand release push-ups. Hands underneath my shoulders, fingers spread out nice and wide. Send those elbows back to your hips, chest on the floor, release from the ground, re-engage that core, bring it straight back up. Again, send those elbows back behind you, release from the floor as our chest hits the ground, re-engage that core, squeeze the butt, straight back up. Scaling is going to be on our knees. Engage that core. Don't slouch it. Squeeze the butt. Engage that core. Elbows back. Chest hits the floor. Release. Push back up. Going to start off easy, but then get progressively hard here. 12-minute AMRAP, clean and jerks, and hand release push-ups. Have fun, let me know what you think, and mark those scores on Zen Planner, and we'll see you throughout this week. Have a strong start to your Monday, and speak to you soon. Thanks, guys. Cheers.